Welcome into game number 5 of our clan season. I forgot to check my roster before we started, but it looks like we have 15 goblins up against humans who've got tackle and mighty blow, and they've got a sneaky get dirty player, all sorts of things humans shouldn't have. I've got very little time to spend my money here. Instinctively, I always like that. That would leave us with 150,000. I always like Bomber Dribble Snot. We could ditch some of this to get more of this. We could have gone for Varag. We could get Ripper, but I think they're just a little bit too high on the cost. I think we keep it simple. Take Bomber, take 3 bribes. In fact, maybe give me what the bias ref 2 and a keg, I think is actually probably better. Because we got the bias ref anyway. Now we've got 2 bribes and then 1 keg. That would give us a decent mix. They've got 13 players, so that is a bit of a bench we need to work through if we're going to get the numbers advantage that we would like. A bit of guard, like I said. They've got a kick catcher. Got a thrower with block. They've got 2 throwers, which is unusual. Yeah, we have a lot of goblins and a bit of block. Block fanatic, block trolls, and a sneaky get hooligan. Very lean team we have in clan. All right, let's see what happens. I don't think I did exactly the build you guys talked about, Puppet Justice. I mean, I basically made it very, very simple. I did take 2 true block trolls and the block fanatic, which I think you guys did suggest. Yeah, we want the ball first, don't we? See how much damage we can do. I can't remember if I did it exactly like you guys said after that or not. Maybe I did. Okay, so offense first. That's great. In theory, I mean, you never know with goblins. It'll either be great or terrible depending on how it goes, but in theory, it's great. With 2 bribes and bias ref, do we consider putting Bomber on offense just to maximize the amount of armor and injury rolls we can get on them? My instinct still says no, because we're going to have the chainsaw and the fanatic on. I think we still keep Bomber off and ideally want Bomber for defense, don't we? Yes, thank you, Collie. I should pin
that. These are not spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers.
Thank you, Star Ferret, claiming your customary early month position with 1 bit at the top of our cheerboard. Thank you for the 1 bit. Right. Yeah, I think we leave Bomber off. It makes me a bit sad too, because I kind of just want to add to the mayhem, but I think we have enough mayhem. I mean, do you ever really have enough mayhem? That's the counterpoint, right? You're playing goblins. Is it even possible to have enough mayhem? But I think we're going to say, you never know, we might end up throwing a pass. Let's switch out the pass busted one for our offense. We don't have a pogo on this team. Oh, that was the thing I didn't do that Goblin Town said. Goblin Town said get a pogo, and I was like, nope, I'm doing this the cheapest team that I can do, which has definitely had its drawbacks, but that is the way we went. Oh, Behold Corner's on 12 SVP. We definitely meant to do some skill rolling, I think, which we didn't do. I think we meant to do some random secondaries and see how that went for us. We forgot to do that. Am I keeping you hidden in case of a blitz? If I'm doing it, I've got to do it properly and put you there. Yeah, a pogo would be nice, to be honest. I would not hate having a pogo. But yes, I built the cheapest possible team to fit our clan's needs. I really don't hate the idea of chainsawing their snurty over here, but the problem is doing that would leave us base and probably getting punched back. Having done the arena run has made me really wish I had dodge on my chainsaw, because dodge actually kept the chainsaw around a few times. Okay, pitch invasion is terrifying with goblins because if it hits your ball and chain, you just lose them. However, pitch invasion has hit our opponent instead, which is a mixed blessing because we get stuns on these, but we might have removed them if we hadn't got stuns. We can throw the fanatic at them at least, so definitely not like bad. And let's in fact see how the fanatic does punching these humans on the floor. Come back towards this turn because we've only got 3 movement. It's not fungus, sadly. This bonus movement. Okay, no free removal. Sad times. Sad no free removal face. Can Bangdy Davo make up for it? No, nothing's dead. How sad is that? Chainsaw, I think, comes in on this, doesn't it? I think that just is the play. It's the one mighty blow. Come on, Choppy Flower. Do your thing. Got it. Okay, just a stun, but not the worst. We'll stick the troll on those because they're both strength 2. Bring this round to make the chainsaw a little bit safer. I do need to get the ball, which is over here. But I also need to foul something, don't I? Maybe I need to try to get the ball up first. I actually need to be a little bit careful here because these are all stunned. Yeah, I think we've got to go for the ball next. Sad as it makes me. Picked it up, that's good. Could get tackle back here to basis. Can I really afford to not just do the double screen here? I really want to foul, but I think it might be a mistake because it's just going to let this run through too easily. Whereas if I double screen, that can't just run through. I don't like being responsible gob. I like being fun gob that does the fun things. Boring, responsible gob doing boring, responsible things. But they can still get through this way. They just can't get the tackle around to tag the ball without doing some shenanigans. Ugh, boring, responsible gob. Good chopping, Collie. I think I needed to do that because otherwise it was just really easy for them to get tackle on the ball, and that wouldn't have been good this far in our backfield. But now we have a bit of an issue because we need to reunite the team as best we can next turn. I really wanted to stomp on that while it was on the floor. Having said that, we have stuck 2 strength 2 catches on a troll. This lineman stuck on a troll, so hopefully we can create some more problems for them. This is the way you wish it was a pogo, because the extra movement to catch up and reunite the team would be really nice.
Got any advice for the budding coach then, Bob?
Hey, Magnus.
Yeah. Always wear underpants, as you never know who might be looking. Some of these cameras work both ways.
I have the same build as you. Next year might trim down a little on the skills. There are way more cheap teams in Blood Bowl 3 clan than I thought there would be. I think we're at the minimum, aren't we, Puppet Justice? Like, I thought when I built this was like the cheapest I was allowed to build it. I'm not sure you even can make it cheaper. Opponent is having a good old think, which we don't have time bank in this format. We have 4-minute turns, so they can use that 4-minute turn, but they need to be a little bit careful because if they use it all, they'll lose their turn. Okay, they are moving their ogre. They've just stood up here next to the trolls, so they're giving Bangdy Davo another hit. I like that Collie's just like playing with her chainsaw over here, like to the side of the camera. She's just vroom, vroom, as she just said. Hey, Grav. Okay, yeah, tackle player is coming all the way around to go after our fouler. So rushes, puts a reroll in, gets it spending a reroll. That would be a good removal for them if they get us. They don't get us, okay. We have now got our favourite killer stuck on tackle, and they could foul it. A bit of a run up, but they could do it. But at least we should have a space to get into here with our ball carrier. I say as they fill the space. We have a bias ref, so if they foul, there's a 5+ chance, even with their sneaky git, that just gets sent off. So there is extra risk for them fouling with the bias ref as well. Yeah, they're trying to split our team a bit here. Doing the double rush to put us on there. That's really annoying, because now do we have to blitz back there, or do we take the risk on the dodge? Taking the blitz back there is going to make it really hard to catch up to anyone else. Maybe I should have rushed this back a square to be out of range. I did think about it. Oh boy, I think we're going to have to dodge. This is now a 1 in 9 to lose the game, isn't it? Because they've tagged that one as well. Oh boy. They have not declared foul with that one. Yeah, we're in 1 in 9 to lose the game territory here. And now I think we have to dodge. But just how do we do it? I think maybe we try to chainsaw that first. And then we tag this just for the sake of if it fails, at least that's tagged. Not good. Not good situations here. Man, I want to chainsaw that so badly. I think the correct chainsaw is here. Which has not worked. Okay. Not good. I'm just going to keep saying not good about everything that's happening in so far in this game, because that's where we are. I have to dodge now. No choice. Okay. At least we got that. I think we have to do some rushes to try and put this ball somewhere closer to friends. Okay. All right. Well, at least that. At least that. That block needs to happen before we lose our friend. Good job, Bangdy Davo. Good. Okay, that's very good. We've got something resembling a cage. And we don't mind hitting things that are on the floor. Free armor rolls are free armor rolls, after all. Probably should come back after that one. Or do we just stay there? Maybe just stay there is enough. At least it's tagging something. Not excited about how this has gone so far. But at least we are not turned over yet. Do not do 2 dodges, just do 1 and tag that. This one is off tackle, which I hate. Okay, did not go on the tackle one. We stay here. Just punch onto the tackle, so probably no. We stay here. Probably no, we probably still want to finish this off and go over here. Oh, that was an extra dodge. I didn't mean to do. I think we leave that there, unfortunately. We're about to lose the chainsaw, which isn't good. But at least we got the ball somewhere. Yeah, not a great start to this drive. We always talk about this with goblins. Like, you do need the removals. We didn't get the removals. And now we're going to get some removals back against us almost certainly. Like, this is more or less a free removal. And they're getting a hit back here with block as well, which is powered, so... Do not like losing the chainsaw in turn 2. But didn't break armor. You can't reroll that one. If you don't break armor, you just don't break armor. Oh, they've double skulled, which means they're down to 1 reroll. They haven't powered. I spoke too soon. Collie OP. Collie said she was going to sacrifice for the good of the team, but she hasn't. She's just stayed on her feet because she's too powerful. Humans now on 1 reroll, which also means that if we were to score on turn 8, their 1 turn looks a lot worse. So yeah, really great stuff. Foul or not fouling. I don't know if that's because they've paid attention to us having the bias ref or if they're just not doing it.
Are magic sponges really magical, Bob?
That's a trade secret.
They do still have their blitz. They might still blitz Collie. I imagine you blitz with a tackle either onto Collie or onto Meth. Or you do it with the Mighty Blow, but the Mighty Blow is rushes to hit anything, or it's an uphill on the block Fanatic. Like, uphill on Fanatic is like often the right play, but on a block one definitely feels less good, doesn't it? Yeah, just moving it. Yeah, tackle hit here on the chainsaw. Collie does go down this time. Be strong, Collie. Be strong. Be strong, Collie. Not strong. Sigh. Okay, well, we've got the keg, so maybe we'll see Collie again this game, but bad news for the drive to lose that tackle. At least, as I said, they did have to pay a reroll for it, but not good. Like many things about this situation, not good. I think we're going to be in a lot of trouble on this drive, to be honest. I think it may be a miracle if we get a score out of this, let alone a turn 8 score. Because we really haven't got that chainsaw gun tools to knock them down besides the trolls, and the trolls are already out of position.
Problem, Bob?
Plain fly in my coffee.
Let's take a look at that thing. Yes, the unmistakable sign. Player's eyes.
We're going to need some good work from Spinbatat, I think, to have a chance on this drive. And we're obviously going to need some good dodging.
I hope he knows what he's doing.
Do we use Spinbatat first? See if we could free something. Come backwards. We'll go this way. Double sideways to give you a friend. Okay, got you a friend for what it's worth. Not very much, apparently.
Push the stronger player back.
I think we're just going to have to do some 3+ dodging again, aren't we? There's not really anything else for it. I had to spend the reroll there on a loner, which is bad. And just still didn't get the knockdown for it. Oh, we're in so much trouble. Yeah, this is looking a lot like game over on turn 3. I literally don't know what to do here. I've got nowhere to go. Got nowhere to go. I've got no means of causing damage because nothing fell over, and I've got the ball on tackle.
Little air for the work now.
Yeah, this is a sad Goblin timeline, I'm afraid. We've had some good games on this Goblin team, but this is going to be a hard loss. This is going to be a multi-touchdown loss. We had a disastrous start to this drive. I said at the time that the stuns on the pitch invasion weren't good for us because we didn't get any of our Mighty Blow hits. We didn't remove anything. We then didn't get to our foul because where the kick went. And that was actually, they have got kick skill. I guess I could have prepared for it better for it. But yeah, this is a no way back situation. This is going to be a turn 8 human score. And a question is just going to be how many goblins we have left on the pitch at that point.
There's a couple pretty good players on.
Maybe I should have fielded Bomber.
Hiding
Maybe I should have put Bomber on. Like, maybe having Bomber on gives me a way out of this with losing the chainsaw so early.
He's following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
That player is about to get punched above and below
Hmm.
at the same time.
I think I'm not just saying this in my usual pessimistic way, Dizzy. This is best case draw, and that's only if we can stop them on defense, because this drive is over. This drive is done. And we can't even get them below 11, like. And so, yeah, they're going to have an 11-player offense. So the only hope is if they score on 10-8, we'll have Bomber. Maybe Bomber can give us a way back to a draw in the second half. I'm sorry, Goblins. It happens. Like, if you're going to play Goblins a lot, you're going to have games like this. We haven't had many like this, so it was going to happen at some point. I'm sure I could have played it differently. Like, I'm certain, like, I could have been thought differently with my setup. But we've been unlucky as well. Like, that chainsaw not knocking down meant it was vulnerable to hit back. I think we didn't think enough about their kick with our setup. I think, like, they very clearly did that setup to pull our trolls over to this side and then use the kick skill to kick that way. I didn't really pay attention to the fact they had kick skill. I said I didn't pay attention. I didn't notice they had kick skill. So, like, it's very much my fault for not checking that. And so, yeah, their strategy of doing that worked very well. So I should have set up differently to handle it differently. Whether or not I could have saved it, I don't know, like, because we've had the bad luck as well. But definitely that would have given me a better chance than what I've had.
Nobody ever reads the instructions.
Goal now is just to see if we can Kaz anything at all before half-time, which I'm not optimistic about. Because our trolls are really in the wrong spots. Makes the pick up, makes a dodge. Are they just going to score this turn? I actually think I'm happy if they score this turn. At least that gives me a chance to try to get it to 1-1 at half-time instead of 0-1. Of course, like, it forces us to use bribes, but this has gone so badly that I think I'd rather have that chance than no chance. No, they're going to stall it. Probably going to have to uphill blitz that. Sigh. Instant 1 on our troll, just for added sadness. It's not even worth doing another one on that, because all it's going to do is base it. We could try and dodge 2 to get 1 dice. I think it's better off just going for that. Oh. Yeah, this is going to be a 10-8 stall, and the only question is, are we going to have any players at all on the pitch? This is the worst timeline. I actually thought, should I even bother with this, or should I just blitz with the troll? Maybe I should just blitz with the troll. Maybe it was pointless even trying to do anything about this. I kind of just wish I could, like, click a button and go straight to half-time and you just tell me how many players I've got, because I think the next 4 turns are completely pointless and our opponent is playing them really slowly, which is they're allowed to do, but they are taking their full 4 minutes every turn. And when the game feels as pointless for us as this, because there isn't anything we can do for the next few turns, It's a bit exhausting sitting here through the full 4 minutes.
They've got the advantage, and there is no sure thing in luck.
That's our best player out for the game. And that's not coming back. No appos. Like, we haven't even, like, caused a sun. Like, the only suns that have happened in this entire game... Oh, that's not true. Our chainsaw caused one sun, didn't it? Like, other than that, we got the pitch invasion. We've had, like, no chance to do anything at all because of how the game's gone. We're going to have 4 players in the second half, I think. My hope was that we'd get more KOs and we'd be able to field a team in the second half, but it's not the way it's going either. We have another 4 turns after this to keep removing the rest of our players. Sorry, guys. I feel like the Goblin games are at least normally good shows. This is not much of a show. This is just me. I feel like this is one of those games, and they happen in Blood Bowl anyway, but they happen especially to Sunties. I feel like this is a one-player game, and we're just watching it. I don't feel like this is a 2-player participation game. They happen the other way with Sunties as well, right? Like, sometimes with Sunties, we just cas everything, and it's a one-player game for us. So, like, you have to accept the rough with the smooth. But as a streaming experience, it's a bit of a... Like, our opponent is going to take their full 4 minutes every turn, and we are going to take, like, 2 actions each turn. Oh my god, we did an accidental dodge. Whoops. That was bad. Still can't break armor. Yeah, that was me not paying attention. That dodge had to happen. It's my player. I'm taking the rushes because what am I saving my rerolls for at this point? We don't get a 1-turn this drive because it was my offense. There's no conceding in clan. Yeah, no. I just have to sit through the next 4 minutes times by 12 turns, 48 minutes. That's just something I have to suck up. But hopefully in the second half, we'll get to do something. Like in the second half, if they don't score until turn 8, then we definitely have Bomber in the second half. If they score before turn 8, we'll probably still be able to use our bribes to make sure we have Bomber in the second half. So hopefully Bomber gives us some chance. Although if they keep removing players at this rate, even Bomber won't be able to save us. It's going to be like Bomber and nobody else on the pitch. So they're going to foul this now. They've got a sneaky get dirty player. I have got the bias ref, but they've got a bench anyway. I would foul it. I think they are correct to foul this.
They just got owned. That's what the computer said.
I don't know what to talk about because there's nothing to say. Like, this is like the not fun part of streaming games like this is just like, I'm here to chat and I don't really have anything to say. Like, we're just watching. We're watching a game, but it's not even like really a game, is it? We're just watching like someone take the turn to smash everything. And again, like, I'm not criticising them at all for doing that, and it is definitely part of playing Sunties, but it's just not very exciting to stream. Knock something down. Calling that a win. Can't break armor still, but we can knock it around a bit. Double powers. All right, maybe we can stop them from scoring after all. All right, into the corner you go. Scatter out, please. Desperate hope. No. Oh well, there was a moment of hope. There was a moment of hope and then it disappeared. That's the actual peak Sunty, is having that moment of hope and then immediately losing it. It needed to go out for that to mean thing. Now they've got 3 turns to make a 3+ pickup with sure hands.
They are down and surrounded by the opposing team. This isn't going to
We could talk about the moon. It's very crescenty today. Can't see the moon from where I am because the curtain's drawn because it's cold. I'm trying to keep the cold out. You're at the Technoflower household. I'm jealous that you're at the Technoflower household. Is that because there's a tournament or are you just there because you went to visit? Also, what foods is Collie cooking you? Because if you're at the Technoflower household, for sure Collie is cooking something. Oh, so nearly. So nearly. Tavern Bowl tomorrow. That sounds fun. Will we try to uphill surf that next turn? Maybe. Because we haven't had much fun happen and I like something fun to happen. The double power was fun. And if it is scattered, we had a 5 out of 8 chance of that scattering out. And then it really could have got interesting, right? Like if it goes over here somewhere, maybe we can go. I mean, we probably aren't going to score with it ourselves, but maybe we could get away with it and stop them from scoring. So, yeah, there was a moment's chance there of something good happening. Gets the ball, runs over here, looks pretty safe. I don't know, maybe I should have had Bomber on for the offense. Would have given us more chances to just roll some armor and get something removed, because this is real worst case scenario stuff, not removing anything. Like, humans are not a high armor team, right? They're not a low armor team, but they're not a high armor team. So as goblins, to go through a full first half without removing even one is definitely like a bad scenario. Ball and chain not doing a lot. And another one from a troll. Dizzy best. Not so dizzy best that turn, sadly. I was actually 4 ones in a row that turn. Admittedly, 3 of them were on the ball and chain, which doesn't matter so much, though it did mean we didn't hit anything. But yeah, we rolled 1, 1, 1, 1. Which does feel like it sums up how this game has gone so far. Clan friends, how many of those MNG clears do we have? Because I'm pretty sad about playing the next game without my Fowler, but also like I feel like they're more precious for you guys. So I would ideally like to clear that MNG next round.
How do you feel about being at such an important
Because, yeah, Goblin with no hooligans, pretty sad,
Ask me again when
as we're seeing in this game.
That's a holding maneuver, if ever I saw one.
Start with 2. Oh, right. So if we've only got one more for season, we definitely can't. Collie might need it for her Black Hawk this week as well. So I'm just going to have to do without my giraffe again next game. Maybe I get a Merc one. I do think that's like kind of the most important player on a Goblin team, to be honest. Why not hit that with the Ogre? Like, you can have 3 dice in that with the Ogre with Mighty Bow. I guess the answer is because you don't need to, but
And maybe we will see him on
I would have wanted to. Yeah, if there's only one left, there's no chance I'm taking it. That's not as important as it can be for you guys. Goblins will have to put up with what we put up with. That's Goblin life. That's kind of our role in the clan. I mean, I don't think I can take it unless we have like 6. So I think I'm just not taking it.
A great game so far. They seem to be having a dull moment, and it'll pick up any second. I promise.
I thought we might have enough to just like keep using them every round, but if we don't, then I think that's not for me. How is this turn taking 4 minutes? Like it is exhausting. Like it's fair enough. They're allowed to, but like this turn, like it's literally like just like a 1-player demonstration exercise. Why is it taking the full 4 minutes?
Now that's a real mess.
Grump, grump, grump. I do wish we had the time banking clan. No, because the amount of fun difference that I'll get is much less than the amount of difference one of you guys could get for having like an important player on a regular team. Still no removals. A full half with 0 removals. That is sad Goblin times.
Not a wise place to end.
Not a fun half of Blood Bowl. Maybe we'll get to play in the second half. Argue the call. Fails. I think at this point we put the bribes in, even on the 3+ chance which. Oh, the bribe failed. Awesome. That really shows how it's going. No, I can't put it in the second one. So I've just wasted a bribe for nothing. That was fun. Argue the call. Fails. Put the bribe in. Okay, well, we got one of our bribes worked. God, this has not been fun. This really has not been fun. Okay. Let's try and keep doing what we do. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have got 11 for now. I just want to feel like I'm participating this half. That last half, I felt like I participated for 2 turns. Opponent played well. I'm not knocking them. Opponent played well. Opponent did the right thing with that kick. I didn't plan well enough for that kick. They took advantage. They punished us. It was a bit exhausting that they kept taking 4 minutes for the turns when the turns weren't really much happening, but they're allowed to. I just would like this half to feel like I'm participating. We can lose. We're going to 99.9% we're going to lose, but I just want to feel like I have some involvement that lasts beyond the second turn of this half, which hopefully Bomber can give us. We've had a good clan season. Overall, objectively, cannot complain about the dice. It's just that when these games happen, they aren't very enjoyable. Did get bonus reroll. That's always welcome. Looks like the opponent is fighting the line. Makes sense. They've got the guard. If they could roll 1 on the ogre, that could be fun. Yes, the power on the goblin. I would have used it. I know you need to put the guard in there, don't you? I was going to say I would have used the tackle to hit the goblin, but they needed to have the guard in the middle to make it work for the other hits. Okay, didn't remove that troll. That's good. You get another mighty blow hit on this troll. Bring in the assist. Might blitz first with that, I guess. Doesn't knock down Bindy Davo. That's good. Hallmarky, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Weirdos. Well, there's a fun bomb box here at the moment. I guess they're going to use the blitz to come in and maybe tag us. But if nothing else, there is a fun little box for Bomber here. Just joined to watch your clan guy. Your clan guy is getting a very comfortable win at the moment, Hallmarky. We've had a very good run on these goblins so far, but this is the game where the goblins said no. A very slow win, yes. Yes, your teammate is not the fastest player I've ever seen in terms of using their time, which is okay. They're allowed to, and I'm allowed to be grumpy about it. Both of those things are allowed. Okay, that's got to be fouled. You just got to stand up. I think we're just throwing the bomb here. Accurate. Guess it's only a 2+ because bomber is gross. So they've got these chances to deflect it. If they catch it, then we can use kaboom. We have caught it, so we will use kaboom to guarantee the knockdown. Okay, we removed something. It's our first removal of the game. On turn 9, we have finally removed something. I will take it. I will absolutely take it. We got a nice armor break on this blitzer as well. Okay, it's a start. It's a start, team. And we immediately lose our action on the troll because that's what trolls do. Just make you sad, right? I don't normally foul with the chainsaw, but actually, am I fouling with the chainsaw here? Maybe I shouldn't because I want to keep it for blitzing. I really want this lot to break armor. I've got a pretty good odds of breaking armor as it is, to be fair. Okay. Stun is fine. We got a removal. I will take one removal. My goodness. I will take one removal. It's just a lineman. It's not like an exciting removal, but it's the first one we've had in 10 turns, so I'll take it. Good job, bomber. I'll take it. Thanks for the follow, Vanguard. Welcome in.
A great game so far. They seem to be having a little dull moment, but it'll pick up any second now, I promise. Can't argue with that call, can you?
Maishpo does get a full power there, sadly for us. On Graph. Doesn't remove it, so don't lose the player at least. I'm guessing they may take the ogre hit here to try to tag bomber. No, they're hitting the troll. Okay. Okay. Getting the ball. I've heard that's a popular move, getting the ball. Heard people like to do that.
Did you know bathroom facilities have only been built in modern stadia since the last decade? Before that, the waste was, well, actually, no one knows where it went.
Okay. I really need you to wake up. Okay, we're just going to snake it. Okay, that's really bad. Cool. Not helpful. Really, really not helpful. It's a little bit more helpful.
He's on the ground.
Accurate again on the bomb. Removed another one, but not the one that's standing, unfortunately, which means we still have that problem. It's very hard to keep bomber safe this turn. Okay, we got the KO with the chainsaw file, which weirdly didn't show any sort of animation. I've not seen that before. Oh wow, uses the apothecary to keep the tackle on the pitch for a stun. Okay. So right now, I think this side is more in danger. And we dodged that because this is strength 2 at least. Okay, great.
Boing, boing.
Okay, 2 removals is good. Stuns on these is good. So despite Bang Devo refusing to play vertical, that did end up being not the worst turn. Boing, boing, boing. You got me, of course you do. Rely on Dizzy, never rely on Andy. Always rely on Dizzy. Andy's rolled 1 3 times in a row this half. I need better than that. We spent a team reroll there trying to wake him up because they are only 3+ line of the drills. But not to be. Did get rid of 1 blitzer, which is nice. I actually think I need to go to blue-red mode because I didn't see that goblin for a while because they're similar colours. I think I need to go to blue-red mode for this game. Handy button.
Touchdowns are coming. The studio wizard has promised me at least 1 more before final.
Hey, J-Lev. The ball is overrated. It's mostly gimmick, all about the powers. Well, I'm just glad we got some removals, to be honest with you, because when you're playing goblins and you don't remove anything, you feel like you're not doing goblins right. In that first half, we didn't remove a single player. It really feels very sad as goblins. So at least if nothing else now, I feel like we've done something, like we've participated. Just what I was saying at half time. I feel like the goblins have at least been a part of the game now. Coming around the back. Doesn't get the knockdown. Thinking about a reroll. Not using it. Might be able to target this turn. Is the ball moving this turn? If the ball's moving this turn, then that changes all of our priorities. Or maybe the ball stays back and you're aiming to throw it to that one because it is a catcher, obviously. They're spreading out to make the bomb threat less. But where does the ball finish? Does the ball move up or does the ball stay back there? It's a dodge. Okay, the ball stays back here. I mean, that ball is definitely hittable. I think we have to try. The question is just turn ordering, because if I can land that bomb there, we might knock that down, which make things a lot easier. So I think we've got to do that first. Okay, accurate it is. Let's not knock that down, sadly. Okay, but we can still block that out of the way and have enough movement to hit there, I think. Good. Nothing else, we've tagged it. It's one rush for a 1 dice. So sad this chainsaw is just at our range. Now it's 1 dodge and 2 rushes to hit the ball, which I think we just got to go for. I think we got to go full goblin sacrifice and hope this works. Okay, that's a good start. One more rush, little guy. Makes it, gets the power. Okay, now we are in business. Holy cow, are we in business now? Okay, good scatter. Good scatter. Still take the foul on this. Can't get this anywhere to get the ball. Maybe we want to bring it up just to be a threat to blitz them next turn though, because they're almost certainly going to end up hitting there. Probably makes more sense just to bring that up and have it be present as a threat for next turn. Way to go, Shepherd. Look at Shepherd doing the hero plays. And now the humans have got on the back foot. First time in the game we've got the humans on the back foot. Like, they can fix it, right? They just have to throw some dice, but this is the first time when we've got them in an uncomfortable square position. So fingers crossed. Like this turn could all flip back, right? Like, they've got throwers. They could pick this ball up. They could throw it. Like, but we've given ourselves a chance. That's why I was basing this one, because this is like a really important place to bring back if they want to consolidate here. So I didn't like doing it because it's just like sacrificing Smedley, but that was one of those turns where you just had to kind of go all in. Now we just have to hope. So that's not blitzing and not passing. Interesting. See, I thought that might blitz to try to get 1 tackle zone off the ball, then you come and get it with this one. That's making me feel good about bringing this chainsaw forward. They're going to blitz the chainsaw. Okay. Don't knock it down. Second reroll, only 1 left. Yeah, okay.
Always use the right player for the right job.
What are you doing about the ball?
That's it. Back and then
Oh, we might be selling and rebuying Collie. Choppy flower. Like I could score next turn with the right dice. Obviously it's all dice, but like that is well within the realms of possibility. Maybe they want me to score next turn and then they go back on offense and I'm missing bomber.
They've got the advantage. But the
Maybe that's their plan. Force me to score, give themselves time to score again. Okay, that makes it a little bit harder.
That's quite a mismatch, Bob.
that weedy fella's
Murder! Let's go. Finally. Good job, Dizzy Best. Who else was it going to be but Dizzy again? Of course, Andy Davo doesn't help out. That's fine, though. He's freed up this goblin, which is actually what I wanted most of all for that action. Knock down the thrower. Okay. And just the one dice here to clear the ball and then dodge you and try and pick up. I think that's what we're going to do. No. No! Did break armor on the catch though, so we've still got a lot of players around this. Just wanted the push. Just wanted the push there. Both teams down to one reroll. But yeah, we're not broken armor here and they are, so still they haven't got like the most amazing options for getting this ball away. Boo. Spicy choice to scatter the ball there. That could have literally just gone to our player. But didn't because we're not getting those sorts of breaks quite. So now they can dodge and get it on their sure hands. Potentially. Knocks down bomber. Yeah, no more bomber. I think they've just sealed the win there. Actually, like I still think that was a really dumb scatter. Like I think you shouldn't scatter that because there's a chance there of that scatter just handing you the touchdown. Whereas if you just stand next to it, it's hard. But they got lucky on the scatter. They got a really good scatter, and I think the removals have just tipped it back away from us. But yeah, I do think that was a bad decision to scatter, even though it worked for them. Sometimes the wrong decision gets the right outcome. I think that's what happened that turn. That's not good push direction either, because that gives me a friend for the troll. You stand up. You tag. What are we trying to do? But it's this one, I guess. It's all a bunch of 3+s, but what else are you going to do? Fail the 3+s is what we're going to do. Sad goblin noises. Yeah, that's it. That's GG.
Got any advice for the budding coach then, boy?
Yeah. Always wear underpants.
Because we needed to do that one to get the 2 dice with that one.
Some of these captains
It wasn't worth doing that as a 1 dice because it was 3+ either way, but that way would have used our reroll, whereas this way didn't.
Looks like a plan.
There's not much of a chance, Puppet Justice. I mean, you're right, the ball is on the floor, so if they fail dice, which hasn't happened in any critical way so far, there's a chance. We're not going to stop trying, but I'm willing to say at this point that this game is over. You never know. We did something even. We got a win from a sillier position than this the other day. So sometimes stupid dice happen, but this is back in the realms of 1 in 100, I think.
Scotland baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid.
They'll just surface if we dodge here, but I think we've still got to do it and make them roll the dice. They might 1 in 9.
Is the assist gonna be
There you
enough to
go.
come out on top?
Well, they're out of rerolls.
Almost competent. The defense are dropping like blood flies around a Tomb King's desiccated.
Just needed like a smidge more luck this drive. We got some, like getting the sack. We obviously rolled some dice, but like, yeah, we just needed that 1 3+ to clear the ball, or that last time we could have done it again, or when they hit the ball and scattered it when they really shouldn't have scattered it. We had some really good scatter directions on that turn. We didn't get them. So yeah, we just needed like a tiny bit, like one of those things to go our way, but not to be. Not to be. Like we rolled a couple of 1 in 9s this drive. If they 1 in 9 those could have done it for us. I was kind of hoping we'd hit something, which didn't happen. I guess. Doesn't really do a lot for us, but they're out of rerolls, so we're trying to make them roll some dice, right?
You know I have no patience. When are we gonna get to see a game? Defense Slate. He's following up, hoping to get on lockdown next time.
Just not enough gobs left. Just not enough gobs left. This is it's a pretty eloquent explanation of what's happened in this game. That sideline there, I think, tells the story fairly enough of why we haven't been able to pull this one out. Like we finally got some damage this half, but not nearly enough. Like the fact, it was just like, again, the first half, we did not cause a single KO. We did not remove a single player from the pitch the whole first half. And I would say if that happens with goblins, you're in the category of 999 times out of 1,000, you're not going to win. If you don't remove anything for a full half with goblins, and it really was like not one player, not one KO, I think you're gonna really struggle. Like you have to remove things. The team is built to do it. So if you can't do that at all, I think it just won't happen.
Start the turn in trouble.
Yeah, I should have played the first half better. Like my setup was bad. I didn't notice they have kick, and that's a lesson in itself, right? Like when someone doesn't offset formation against you, and they've got kick, don't play into their hands, which is what I did. Like I did not pay attention to the fact they had kick at all, and I did get caught up in thinking who I wanted to like blitz on that first turn, and it let them get us in a very bad spot right away. So I don't know how good of an effort it was. Like I think the second half was a better effort. I think this half I've done more things right, but I think the first half I didn't play very well. The problem is I say that, like, and this is like what I talk about when I say like goblins like can make you feel like you're like a bit of a non-participant. Like I think I did not play well for turns 1 and 2 of the first half, and then I think there were 6 turns when there was nothing I could have done. And that's just like different to playing like a normal team, right? Like a normal team, you can make a couple of mistakes on turns 1 and 2 and you might still have a chance. With goblins, if you make those mistakes on turns 1 and 2, you might just never have a chance. So I don't think this has been a great effort, but I also think it's just like a reminder of how unforgiving goblins are. Like with a normal team, I could have made those mistakes and still had a chance. I think the opponents played well. I think they've only made one thing that I think was a really bad play, which was scattering that ball. I think that was the one thing they've done where it was like, yeah, they got really lucky. Like that scatter was really lucky because that could have gone super badly for them. And instead it went like pretty much like the worst possible square for us and the best one for them. I think other than that, they played really well. So, 3 dice uphill sounds really bad. But we kind of need it to go out of bounds. And we haven't got a player free to cancel with.
That's going to cost. Now it's the other team's turn.
Sorry, Team Athens. That does lose us the round, unfortunately, because we have 3 losses and just the 1 win in this round. I feel bad for Dizzy, who put in a great effort with her Dark Elves to get the win for us. But yeah, as much as I've enjoyed these goblins, I think expecting me to never lose with them might be an unrealistic expectation. So sometimes we lose as well. Thanks, Hallmarky. I would say thank you to my opponent, but they have only messaged on Discord and they've only on Reddit and only there very erratically. So if you are speaking to your opponent, to my opponent, please do say thank you for the game from me. I'm not a fan of Reddit. I find Reddit not an easy place to communicate. So yeah, if they didn't seem to be messaging on Discord. So if you do see them on wherever you are messaging them as a teammate, say thank you for the game. So this is easy, right? We can just we can just fire Choppy Flower and rehire Choppy Flower. Don't think I have to think about that. I'm going to want that chainsaw literally whatever our opponent is, so that's not a concern. This, unfortunately, we probably have to live with for next game, which is a bummer. Because, yeah, they're really important players, as we saw from the absence of them in all of that game. Yeah, it's a shame. But that is the team for now. I think we sit on it and leave it and see who our next opponent is before we decide if we need any changes. So if you are watching on YouTube and you're enjoying the Goblin content, I'm sorry that we couldn't keep up the unbeaten record on them, but it's going to happen, playing Goblins. But yes, if you're enjoying it. Oh, actually, before I say that, we have got a level we could take here on Dizzy, but I might still wait and see who our next opponent is. I don't really know what to put on a troll for next skill. Like, we could say for pro. Pro would definitely be good, but it's expensive. And I do think part of the thing with goblins is just keeping them cheap. So there's a part of me that thinks you save up for the characteristic and just take the armor up and just have a tougher troll for 10k. Because a lot of the time what their job is to be like able to get hit. Grab is good. Yeah, I can see that. Helps drag people in for fouling. I just feel like making things more expensive is bad though. Like, I feel like if I'm taking a strength skill, I'm almost tempted to random it because at least it's half price. What would this random strength skills be? Armbar's not great, but people do dodge away from you, so sometimes it'll do something. Grab is good. Stand firm's pretty good. Guard is good. Multiple block's pretty bad. Strong arm's not like amazing, but it's not awful. Like sometimes you want to throw a teammate. Thick skull I don't hate. Keeps you on the pitch more. For 10k. I quite like quite a lot of the 10ks. I haven't struggled to find TDV difference at all. Public Justice. I have to say, like, every game I've had inducements, so but I wouldn't want to give up any of those inducements. I mean, that's partly like to do with how we're drafting, right? Like, we're drafting and I'm saying the teams I want to play. Although most of the time I'm just saying bust me, but still. This isn't ladder, this is clan. The half price discount has only been removed in ladder. This is not ladder. This is Rebel Clan League. And so, yeah, I think we could random, but I honestly really don't hate just saving for armor value. Like, AV11 plus is pretty good. For a piece, this job is to get punched most of the time. There's not a lot of claws in clan either. I'm going to think about it. But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube and you enjoy the Goblin content, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.